if somebody can allow you to be your authentic self, it increases the bond that you have.
Can you actually maybe talk about how friendship can be cultivated, in marriages?
Yeah. So it's really important that you have friendship with your spouse. There was an aunt in our culture when you're getting married, you have this sessions, informal sessions with your aunties, your uncles, and it only happens to the female. So before you go to your husband's house, they'll take you around your aunties and your uncles, and they are all going to advise you. So there's this aunt that I had that advised me, and I think it's something that up till to date resonates with me. She said you have to look for something else that binds you to your husband aside from I love you and I love you, because sometimes like that is going to fade. Sometimes like you would look for that and you would not see it. But if you have something that holds you guys together aside from all of that, you will see that the relationship is still going to flourish. And I think it's important. Friendship is one thing. If somebody can allow you to be your authentic self, you can feel safe with somebody, you know, it increases the bond that you have. So aside from, oh, I love you, I miss you, all of those things, you know that this is your person. This is somebody that likes you, they enjoy your company, they look out for you, they want the best for you, they are always cheering you on. Like that's a beautiful thing. So if you have that, and then you add it with the whole love thing, relationship is going to last. So how are you going to cultivate this in your marriage? The first thing is, you know allowing people to be their authentic self. There's no way I'll feel safe with you if you want me to be a certain way, but if you're accepting me for who I am. And now accepting me for who I am is not like, oh, accepting me if I'm dirty, accepting, those are things that obviously we all know that no. But like where I am in my life right now, my journey, where I've been coming from. If I've come from something that it's very difficult, you will not expect me to just wake up and one day just be this certain person that you want. Where I grew up, how my background is, you don't expect me to just be a reflection of what your background is. Like, I cannot feel safe there. So meet me where I am. Like that can nurture friendship. Another thing is creating time, to enjoy each other's company. Because now we know the world is technology is testing relationships a whole lot. You can be in the home with your spouse and then they are watching TV, you're on your phone, you're on your laptop. Just being intentional about creating that space where you guys are just by yourself and having conversations, normal conversations, random conversations, talking about your past, how you grew up, what made you who you are today, all of those things, they foster your bond, and then being curious, asking people constantly what they are up to. Because again, another thing that married couples get wrong is over time, when you're married, over time, you get to just, just be too comfortable that you don't think it's important to really check in with each other, right? So if you bring up this conversation for me, that's fine. But if you don't bring it up, I'm so consumed in my own world that I'm not ready to start asking around. But it's really important for you to check in. Make it something that is really, really important for you to constantly check in, find out what they are doing at the moment, find out what is interesting them at the moment, what is challenging them at the moment, and what can you do to support that. Like that keeps the whole friendship grounded, and you will see that it's going to foster your relationship because constantly you are aware of what they are going through. Because again, you might just feel like somebody have a lot on their plate and you're not telling them what's challenging you. You might feel like, oh no, I don't want to stress them, so you're not telling them. What that is doing is that it's relieving them of what your life is at the moment. And if you want to really be an item, you want to really be these people that are supporters of each other, you have to know where you can help. If even if I am an understanding wife, but there's nothing I'm understanding, there's nothing I know about you, we cannot feel on this like we're on the same page, and you cannot feel like I'm relevant in your journey, right? So the same for the husband as well. So we have to constantly ask. We have to constantly ask, and then the people also have to constantly tell when they're, even if you feel like they don't have any role to play in that, but just tell them. They can help you with prayers. They can help you by just listening to your ranting and all of that. And I think those things can foster relationship. The last thing I did not mention is compliments.
Hmm.
Compliments are really, really important, and they are powerful in relationships. If you want somebody to be your friend, you want to build their friendship, you have to constantly compliment them. As adults, I always say, compliments start reducing gradually as you become adults, as you become married. Now you don't expect total strangers to be complimenting you, because again, boundaries. You're married. You don't expect your husband to go all out and somebody should start telling you, oh, you feel hot. Especially for men, where they are less expressive. A woman can just, call her friend and be telling her things, and it's okay. But for men, like, these things are not readily available for them. And you, as a woman, you have to understand that the human body, the human soul needs all of these things. So if my husband is not getting it anywhere, I have to constantly make up for it. I have to constantly make sure that I'm the one, filling up their emotional tank when it comes to all of these things. So making sure that you're committed to complimenting your partner. And when we say compliments, we are not talking about cheesy compliments like, oh, I like your shirt, oh, I like your sunglasses. No, really complimenting them on their insecurities, because you know them better. You know their vulnerabilities, like, you know what they are struggling with. So really acknowledging, and appreciating and complimenting, like you get somebody for life, like that person would appreciate you for life, because nobody has that knowledge of that weakness that they're struggling with. They can't show it to anybody outside. You know it
Yeah.
because you're their partner, right? You know it because they're partner. So appreciating that growth, appreciating that struggle that they've overcome, like, that goes a long way to foster friendship and relationships.